Hello YouTube, this is Deadmar1079 bringing you the final part in this, I guess, little 7-part series of Transformers Combiner Wars Menasor. As you can see, I have them all out in their individual combiner modes. So pretty much, let us get started on the combining process. Grab Motor Master here, the main body of Menasor, and let me get up the camera because he's going to start getting a lot tall. Just put his leg in. Pretty much I'll just undo it a little bit just to show you how it goes. You want to just line everything up there and just slide it in, and there you go. For them. Same goes for this one. Put Blackjack off to the side because he won't really stay, but yeah, we'll try. Now, with the arms up here, just slide it in like so. Straighten him up. Come on. There we go. Make sure he doesn't untab. And there you have Motor Master in his combine mode. But like I said, if you have one that fits, unlike mine for some reason, these two little holes on him don't want to go into these pegs. I'll just hold them there for a second. And pretty much that is what he's supposed to look like up and down. But since he won't stay, he'll just stay off to the side in the background where you can see him. But let's get a nice close look up on him. Gotta raise up the camera for this. A nice head sculpt for Menasor, like I said before. All the combine mode in its glory. And if you want to make sure, because I know like these arms here tend to not have the best connection, I find with some combiners you can actually keep things down like his fist. So now you've locked his arms into place. But when I'm storing them, I don't, because I do this, use those for storage, which we'll get to later. But pretty much let's get to Menasor's main accessory, which is taking the two halves of Motor Master's gun and sword and giving him his iconic sword. Just slides into that, and there now you have him holding his weapon of choice. Now he's getting a little heavy. But pretty much for him, he has a great range of movement with his little counterparts. Goes around his fist and everything. Careful with dead in here. His tens are loose right here. Got a nice little rotation swivel. Only thing on him is opposable is his thumb, so he can give you a thumbs up. His fingers are all plastic together. I know there's third-party companies that you can get different things to make it individual, but I don't. Well, if you want to move his legs up, get that much range. Of course, with transformation and everything there. Head ball jointed, as you can see. And for pretty much him as a whole, he's a good combiner. He was the second one I ever completed. And then you have the question of where do you store all the other guys' weapons? I'll pretty much show you how I do it. For off-road, I just plug his axe right at the bottom if Menasor wants to stay. And out of all the combiners, I don't think Menasor is the quite stablest one out of them all. Take breakdowns. I plug it up here so he gets like a little side cannon. Same for drag strips right here. And for dead ends, pretty much you can either do it downwards or like I did for a little bit. You could almost make him like, he's got a little exhaust pipe for the whole transformation, but I just flip it down now. And pretty much there you have that Menasor pretty much all weaponed up and ready to go into battle fighting the, I guess his enemy, the aerial bots. But now let us get into some comparisons. We move them off to the side for this. Here he is next to Transformers Combiner Wars Deluxe Class Swindle. How you can see one of the deluxe classes compares to the combiner when they're all said and done. And for these guys, like I said, you can interchange them. All their pegs are the same. If I wanted to, I could put Swindle on there as well. Here he is next to Transformers Prime Voyager class Dreadwing. Let's see how tall he is compared. Here he is next to Transformers Planet X, Optimus Prime, Jupiter, whatever you want to call him. Before I get on to the leader, here he is next to Goku. And here he is next to Studio Series Leader Class, The Fallen. Let's see how he compares. And of course, my lightsaber is about the only thing that's pretty much his height. And now here we go with the actual better looking comparisons. As soon as I sit back down. Here he is next to G2 Combiner Wars Bruticus. How you can see they compare to one another. Here he is next to something just a tad bit bigger than Bruticus. Transformers Cybertron Primus. You can see how they are together. And of course, I'm gonna have to probably move Menasor just a tad little bit off frame because this one's a little bit bigger. Here he is next to Transformers Combiner Wars Devastator. I gotta really move this out. As you can see, the major height difference in all Voyagers versus a Voyager and all Deluxes. This is pretty much the same height, I think, as Predaking. He comes as the same all Voyager classes in one. Sadly, I don't have him. Maybe if one day I do find him, I'll grab him and do a review on him. But actually, let me bring him. Actually, no, it's all the same. Never mind. But pretty much now, we have reviewed Devastator, Bruticus, and now Menasor. And the only other combiners I have to review would be Superion and Defensor. So maybe late in a couple of weeks or so, whenever I feel like it, I'll put a poll up to see which one you want me to review next. Do you want me to review the aerial bots, get away from land-based vehicles, or go to Defensor and go to first aid units? Let me know when I pull that up. When I do that, I'll put it into the link, if I remember, of this video for the polls. But pretty much on that note, that's going to be it for now. Stand up, you. Don't cover your face with the sword. But that's pretty much going to be it for that. So that is pretty much all of the Stunticons reviewed and shown and now all combined. Like I said, can't do him because for some reason he don't like tabbing in for me. But that's pretty much it for that. So I want to thank y'all for watching. Please like and subscribe and hit that bell to notify anytime that I post a video or go live. And please leave your comments down below and tell me, out of all of the combiner pieces to Menasor here, which one is your favorite? And out of the combiners that I've shown on this in my videos in the past, which one is your favorite and which one do you have and like the most out of G2 Bruticus or G1 Bruticus, since I did them side by side. Combine like Devastator, or do you like Menasor? Let me know. And as always, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. See ya.